Hey! I'm kidding. That was the stupidest intro. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Ariana Elizabeth, and today on my booktube channel, I'm going to do the Would You Rather tag. So, I first saw this tag on Kat's video from Katie Tastic. You should definitely check her out because she's so funny. Soup's awesome. She is Soup's fab, guys. So good. She's so smart in the brain and the thinking and the books. It's great. It's great. You should definitely check her out. And so I thought this would be really fun, and it's just a list of 10 would you rather questions relating to books. Books. Question number 1. Would you rather read only series or standalones? There's some pros and cons for each of these things. Standalones are really good, and they're like shorter too. So you don't get stuck in that whole, I need to read this whole series at once sort of issue that I always have with series. I often don't even start them until they're all published and they're all out. And that way I can just read them all at once, because I hate starting a series and then I've got to wait a year for the second book to come out, and then I have to reread the first, and then sometimes I don't love the first one. So then I'm like, oh, I gotta reread this first because I want to see where it goes, but I wasn't necessarily in love with the series. So there's that problem. But the other thing about series is that even though that's really the majority of the books that I read, you get so hungover after them. Like, your book hangover is the worst, and that's because the series has been able to develop its characters, and you've been able to travel along with these people and get to know them, and then they're your friends or your parents or your boyfriends, and the book hangover is so bad afterwards. I don't know why I put myself through it. But the book hangover for standalones is not nearly as problematic. I think I'm gonna have to go with standalones for this. That is my final answer. Beep. Question number 2. Would you rather read only male authors or female authors? This question is stupid. I'm gonna have to go with female simply because there are more female author books that I read, with the exception really of John Green. But if he wants to put on a dress and a nice wig, then maybe he can count as a female and I could still get to read him. Question number 3. Would you rather only shop at a Barnes & Noble or on Amazon? I live in Canada. We actually don't have Barnes & Noble here, but I do know what that is because I'm not stupid and I have been to the States before. What we have is called Chapters, and it's essentially the same thing. So I'm gonna have to go with Chapters / Indigo / Kohl's because they're all owned by the same person and it really doesn't matter, and they should just keep the name the same instead of confusing everybody with 3 different types of stores. I haven't actually shopped on Amazon a lot. I know I did once, and my order was so messed up that I was like, ah! And I'm never shopping on you again. But then I did a couple times, and I always find they arrive really late. You know, I'm when I'm there and I see a book that I want, I don't want to have to wait for you to ship it to me. I want it now, and I want to hold it, and I want to touch it and smell it and sleep it, and blah, blah, blah. I just want it right away. I don't like waiting for books that I'm like, oh, okay, I got that and I paid for it and I've already given you my money, but now I have to wait? What is that about? And the other thing that I really like is being able to browse my books. I want to touch them. I don't really care that Amazon is cheaper because I would spend more money just to be able to physically look at the books. I need to hold it. You get a good feeling about it. The book chooses the reader. So I'm going to have to go with in-store for that one. Question number 4. Would you rather all books become movies or all books become TV shows? Movies are really great until you get a bad adaptation. Movies are really great for standalone books because you can't make a whole TV series out of that without going off track or extending it way past its due. As much as it would be exciting to see what goes beyond the end of a book with a TV show, I'm going to have to go with movies as long as they're a good adaptation. Obviously, Vampire Academy was brutally murdered. It was they should go to prison for life for the amount of carnage and death they gave that book to movie adaptation. It's ridiculous. But yeah, movies all the way. Movies. Question number 5. Would you rather read 5 pages a day or 5 books a week? What kind of person do you think I am where I don't have... Actually, no. Yeah, I could do 5 books a week. I don't have anything else going on in my life. Question number 6. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or a professional author? Kind of hard to say because I like to write. I actually love writing. And I have a ton of stories that I've started on my computer. But getting through them is a little bit more difficult. Whereas reviewing, although not professionally, I kind of already do that. But I have to say, deep down in my heart, my biggest desire would definitely be to be a professional author. I have this image in my mind where one day I'll be walking in a coal/indigo/chapters and see my name on some books and I'll be like, I did that! Woo! That's on my life goals list. Question 7. Would you rather read only your 20 favorite books or always read new books? This one is really easy actually because I don't like rereading books very much. Actually, I don't think I've ever reread a book really. Maybe once or twice, like the first Harry Potter or Sweep or Cut. But really, if you think about all the books that I've read, 3 is not a lot to have reread. So definitely going to go with only new books because I'm already doing that. Question 8. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? Definitely a bookseller. If I wasn't an author, I think I would like to sell books. Actually, I've got kind of this town tycoon thing going on in my head where if I won the lottery, I would just buy all the different stores in town and I've already designed how I'm going to redo this town when I'm a millionaire. So, yeah. I would definitely sell books. I was going to get rid of the tiny little bookstore we have in our dying mall, and I'm going to make a big bookstore and just add a Starbucks, and it's going to be great. Y'all should come down. Question 9. Would you rather read only your favorite genre or every genre but your favorite? A lot of what I read is young adult fantasy. There's so much YA fantasy out there that if I think that I pick only my favorite genre, I will still have a lot of books to read. So that's what I'm going to go with. Question 10. Would you rather read only physical books or only ebooks? Well, that's really, really easy because I don't like ebooks. I was going to say hate, but I don't know if I can go that far because I do read on my phone, like Facebook and the occasional news article, but I've never really read a book on my phone. I just don't think I would like it as much because I love holding a physical book, and nothing beats holding it and having it with you and turning the pages without the idea of the screen burning out your retinas every time you wanted to read a book. Well, that was super exciting and enlightening and a little bit of my mind for you guys, what I would pick between the two of those. A lot of fun. I'm going to leave all of the questions in the description below, and I would love to hear from all of you. What would you rather? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great one. Bye!